Hi guys, welcome to Exam Debug. Chris McKenna here again, and we're continuing our Python 3 tutorials. Today we're going to look at while loops. And while loops are a way of repeating things over and over again, as many times as we like. You could also use another loop called a for loop, which we'll come back to in a later class. Repeats are kind of like, if you've used Scratch before, they're like the repeat blocks. While loops are kind of like the repeats or the forever inside of Scratch. Okay, so let's have a look at the code. So let's say I want to print hello, and I want to say this for some insane reason over and over again, non-stop. But I can do while, and I'm going to put in a condition. So in this case, the condition is going to be while true. And so while true basically means do this for ever and ever and ever. Now, we have a colon on the end here. So what we have to do is we have to put the print inside of the while loop. If we don't put it inside, it's not going to repeat. So it's the same as we did with our if blocks before. Okay, so let's have a look at how that works in practice. And that's literally going to go on until my computer breaks. So the way we stop it is to press Control and C, and it will give you this error to say that there was a keyboard interrupt here. Okay, so Control C. So that's okay to begin with, but we maybe want to, in general, you don't want to be doing while trues. That's not, it's not a nice way to do a program if you're having to manually break it. It's not good. So what we can do is, just as we had with our if statements, we can add in conditions. So I'm going to make a variable called number, and it's going to equal to 0. Now, what I want to do is, inside of here, I'm going to say number. You can do this in different ways. You can say number equals number plus 1. So that would add 1 to the number. And then print the number. Oops, print number. However, there's a shorter way to do it, which is plus equals. And that means increase the number by this amount each time. Yes, it's a slightly shorter way. Rather than saying number equals number plus 1, you can just say number plus equals 1. If you use Java, that's the same as the plus plus that you use in Java. Okay, and again, this is not going to have the condition. I just want to check this works. It's always good to test stuff as you build it. Okay, good. So then it's going to keep counting until it runs out of memory, I assume. Control C. Oops. There we go. For some reason it wasn't working. So yeah, it's just going to keep counting up the number. So let's just check. It's going up 1 each time. And just to show you, no, we'll leave it. If you change it to a 2, it would go up 2 each time, and so on. So we've got the while true, but now what we have to do is we want to change this to be a condition. So let's say we change it to be while number is less than 101. Or we could do less than or equal to 100, that's maybe nicer. So again, the same kind of operators that we used in the if statements. Save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then this time, the good thing about it is once it gets up to 101, once it gets up to 101, it's adding the number. So when it gets to 100, it's going to go through it one more time. So that's one of the tricky things about this. So once it gets up to the number, it's going to stop the repetitions. Okay, and again, just like we did in the if statements, we can add other combinations of things using and or. So let's say, well, the number is greater than or equal to 100, or well, let's put in something. Number is less than 0. So it's not going to do anything, but just to show you that you can potentially do that. Yeah. And if we wanted to fix this 101, if we just wanted to count up to 100, we could just say, well, number is less than 100. Okay, because the first, when it's 99, it's going to go through and add 1, then print it, rather than the other way around. So you do need to watch out for that. Do make sure as well that you set up the variable before the while statements, or you might have other problems as well. Okay, and then just like before, you can put as much as you like inside of that, but if you put a print or something else outside of it, I'm last. This is not going to happen until this has finished its cycle. Okay, and we can put if statements, we can put, just like we've seen with the nested ifs, we can have whiles within whiles, and you can use that for all manner of different things. So your little task for today would be to convert. Let's see if you can do it. What we want is, it's going to ask the user for, say, like my password program, or maybe if you did the little AI thing before. If the user doesn't have, say, one of 3 answers, then it's going to keep repeating it over and over again. So let's say the user can say good, bad, or ugly. So while it's not equal to good, bad, or ugly, it's going to keep asking the question again and again. That's just a little program you can maybe try. So hope that helps. If you've got any questions, please ask in the comments, and I'll try and get back to you. Otherwise, good luck with your exams and stuff.